I predicted the Kansas City Chiefs to go 12-4 in 2020. The reality is they were even better than I thought. They went 14-2. For the most part, I got it right, though. And it's not hard to. The Kansas City Chiefs are a juggernaut. They drafted Clyde Edwards-Helaire out of LSU. I was like, that's a good pick, and that was kind of the rich getting richer. And it was obvious Kansas City would be very, very good. And I said they might win another Super Bowl. They did, in fact, go to a Super Bowl. They just ran into Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. They lost in that Super Bowl. But I don't have a lot of interesting stuff to say about Kansas City. I don't talk about Kansas City a lot because they're so good. And when you're that good and there's not a lot of questions, like, frankly, I love Kansas City. I think they're fun to watch. They're incredibly talented. The Lions are more compelling than Kansas City this upcoming year because I'm curious, is Jared Goff good? Is he the long-term answer? Is Kirk Cousins in Minnesota good? When I have questions and I don't know, I find that more fascinating than Kansas City, who I never have a question. Kansas City's incredible. They're very good, and they're fun to watch, but they're a juggernaut. And when you're dominant and a juggernaut, to me, I find it less interesting because I don't have any questions I need to get answered. Now, Zach wrote in with a question on Patreon. You can, too. Go to patreon.com/Zach Schaumler. Zach says this. Now, how realistic is it for the Chiefs to continue winning the division? Eventually, cap comes for all teams, especially teams as good as Kansas City. Do you think the window for them to win multiple Super Bowls in this division is short? The Broncos have a killer team on paper and just need to make big steps at quarterback. The Chargers have an insanely talented young roster that's growing. Then the Raiders, well, I don't have much for them. I'm just curious how long you see them at the top. I am biased as Mahomes is my favorite player in the NFL, and I see them being near the top or at the top for years to come. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And this is Enjoy Your Vacation. I put this out a long time ago, the thread on Patreon. So I believe KC is going to keep winning for a long, long time. Part of it is because Patrick Mahomes appears to be willing to take less money to help his team. Like he's got a lot of money was the big number, but actually in a weird way, a team-friendly contract where, for example, every year Patrick Mahomes goes, how do I need to adjust my contract so we can get the pieces we need to win? There was a massive problem. The offensive line was a big question mark for Kansas City in this offseason. And then immediately, they not only solved their problem, they upgraded. They traded for left tackle Orlando Brown from the Ravens. They signed guard Joe Thuney from New England. They signed a center, Austin Blythe. They got Kyle Long out of retirement. It's crazy how, as much as people are worried about salary cap, Patrick Mahomes is the ultimate asset for them, where he's shown the ability, he's willing to adjust his contract to make things work for their roster. And good players want to play there. Kyle Long came out of retirement. He wants to win. People are willing to compromise to go win in Kansas City, and that's awesome. That's the value and the attraction Patrick Mahomes brings, where as long as Mahomes is there are going to be good football players who want to play there. And with Mahomes, as long as he's in Kansas City, he's going to make them good for a long, long time.